Okay. All right. Hi and welcome, everybody. We're going to just really fast go around the room and say our name and how long we've been chanting. Like, I'm Rennie, I live in Dobbs Ferry, and I've been chanting for 6.5 years.
I'm Terry, I'm from Peekskill, and I've been chanting 47 years. 48? Couldn't be very
Who's
long.
counting?
I'm Greg and I'm Sleepy Hollow. I'm not sure exactly how long, but it's been maybe 9 years or so.
Okay. Wonderful.
Sarah, Greenwich, Connecticut, 10 years.
Angelique, Greenwich, Connecticut, 9 months.
Angela, Dobbs Ferry.
She chanted 3 Nam-myoho Renge Kyo
10 times.
Luz, I'm from Ossining, and since a year. Okay, and I'm Grenelda, and I cannot say that I'm from Bronxville yet, so I can't say that I'm from Manhattan/Bronxville, because I just moved up here. But anyway, I've been chanting 40 years.
Yeah.
I can't let the Manhattan go yet.
You can have dual citizenship.
Yeah, I do. That's forever.
I'm Elaine, and this is my first time.
Oh, good. Oh, hooray.
Heidi, this is my first time.
Elisa from Hastings, 40 minutes.
And you're doing great.
I checked the time.
Elisa, however long Terry's chanting, it's the
Right.
same. 1969, so what does that mean? 48? 49, something like that.
Susan from
Hastings, almost 3 years.
Rich from Yonkers, so one day more than Terry.
Yeah,
It's actually maybe a
One day?
week more. Yeah, 48 years in a week.
Wow.
All
And
right. So.
Lisa, you're like 48 years also, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so just like if you've never chanted before or whatever, all right, these people have been chanting 40 plus years. One would think there's got to be something to it. Do you know what I mean?
We're really stupid.
Yeah, right. You have nothing else to do. You got a lot of time on your hands. That's all I can say. No. Tonight's topic is change. So just keep that in the forefront because it'll be weeding its way in and out. I'm just going to talk for 10 minutes and then we're going to open it up. We did a variation of what we Buddhists, Nichiren Shoshu Buddhists do every evening. It's called Evening Ganyo. And we'll do a variation in the morning, and you can guess what that one is called. Morning Ganyo. But really, just to give you an overview for the new people, at the core of this Buddhism is the belief that we're responsible for our own destiny. And we have the power to change it for the better. Okay? That sounds, sign me up right now. Okay? The power is within you. You might not know that. It's lying dormant. For you yogis, it's right there at your heart chakra. It's right there. It's just waiting to come out, waiting to show you your Buddha nature. I want to make Rennie the best Rennie that I can every day going out into the world. So we have that power within us for wisdom and joy and happiness and love in our lives right now. And to access that Buddha nature, what do? We just did it for 40 minutes. We chant. We chanted tonight the Lotus Sutra, part of the Lotus Sutra, and in the Lotus Sutra is also the Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Well, what is the Lotus Sutra? Well, the historical Buddha of India is Shakyamuni Buddha, and we just recited some of his highest teachings. The Lotus Sutra is Shakyamuni Buddha's highest teachings. And there could be a whole other night of okay, that's India, this is kind of Japanese, and our Buddha is called Nichiren Daishonin, and where are all the Buddhist statues, okay? My friends, if you want to come to my house and chant and have a cup of tea, I'll explain it all. But I just didn't want to take that time, okay? So we don't chant to a Buddha per se. Our Buddha is the physical manifestation of the unlimited law of Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, and it's right there in that box. We call it our Gohan-san. And right down the middle is Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, signed Nichiren. Okay, so just a little overview. So back to we are responsible for our own destiny, and we have the power to manifest happiness, joy, wisdom through chanting. That happens because chanting with intention and faith every day we counteract our negative thoughts and actions. They actually just kind of drop away, and they're replaced by more life-affirming and positive thoughts and actions. I've made a number of numerous positive changes in my life, some even aha moments throughout my home life and work and relationships. You might think, well, that's just how I was born. I can't change that. It's my character, it's my personality. Can't do that. When A happens, I always do B. Doesn't necessarily often work out in my favor, but it's a knee-jerk reaction. When A happens, I do B. But through chanting, I have actually reset some of those default mechanisms. So now when A happens, I can do D, E, and F, or G, H, and I. And the outcome for me is better. I've actually changed something that I'm like, well, I can't change that. It's who I am. But I don't like that part. And I can actually change that through chanting. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so the reason the reason negative thoughts and actions become eradicated and replaced and drop away through chanting is because negative karma is being eliminated. Negative karma from maybe a lifetime, 3 lifetimes ago for me. It's just this baggage I brought with me in this lifetime. Or something that I've done 2 years ago that's now manifesting and showing itself up. Cause and effect, karma. Karma's a bitch, right? But there's also good karma. But cause and effect, let me step over to my here, okay. Cause and effect, okay? To me, it does not seem very mystical at all. To me, cause and effect, aka karma, could be the title of a physics textbook, okay? It's one of the reasons I'm attracted to this Buddhism, because it's kind of like faith meets science. I don't have to suspend my belief and pray to a deity in the sky. I know the universe has its own power based in science, cause and effect, and I've tapped into it through this Buddhism. I taught a friend how to chant. She's since moved away to Florida, but she was really into it. We would chant together, and in my backyard once we were sipping some wine, and she was like, wow, man, the little slur, I'll do her slur. Wow, this chanting is like, it's like a direct portal to the universal energy. And I'm like, yeah, you go, girl, I like that. So I often use that and think of her. So I thought, because that's just a little brief overview, but I thought since the topic tonight is change, I wanted to look at a couple of things that also change while you chant. And I should have labeled this. Wow, guys, I have some great new herb that I can sell you for $79.99 at my health food store. But changes that happen while chanting, and I didn't get this from Yoga Journal either. I got this from U.S. News and World Report and excerpts from Time and all over the web. There are things that happen to you when you chant. So you're balancing the functioning of both sides of the brain. You're optimizing your brain state. Lower heart rate, relaxes your breath, stimulates melatonin, helps functioning of immune system, calms the nervous system while grounding to the present moment. That's kind of a mouthful. Increases alpha waves, which I'm sure are good, right? It lowers, why would they put it in there if it wasn't good? Okay, so it lowers your oxygen consumption. Evidence helps plants grow. I got sucked down a rabbit hole about all that, which was really interesting. So, and this one I love though. So it says, group chanting can synchronize brain waves between the chanters, achieving yet another level of collective effectiveness. Hence, the functional basis for group chanting, hello everyone, in many of the world's wisdom traditions. We call that Itai Doshin, which means many embody, one in mind. And then let's say there were many people chanting for world peace, we just might get it. So I thought that was really, really interesting. I've gone through a lot of changes even since a month ago. Okay, last meeting, like I went home and I said to Kenny, my husband, I go, I always love these monthly meetings. And he's like, you always say that. What do you like about them? And I'm like, I don't know. It just seems like the sum is greater than the parts. You know that expression, the sum is greater than the parts? And those monthly meetings, boy, I have to tell you, after 31 years of marriage, I am always really happy to see Ken. We'll just leave it at that, a little TMI. But I have done a lot, there's been a lot of change, even though I have been chanting for 6 years, and you might think, oh, I have this thing down, and I'm seeing lots of benefits, and I talk it up with people. Stuff has happened to me literally since last month's meeting. I made the determination to go on Tozan, which is the pilgrimage to Japan, to our high temple, to see the really big one of those done in wood. And it's the base of Mount Fuji, and I've been wanting to go for like 4 years, and it just never worked out. And I made the determination, and all of a sudden now, things are coming into place where I am able to afford it. I'm not going to go into the details, but one detail, I saw a friend over the weekend. She's like, oh, you're going to Japan. Oh, you do so much. Here, have a check. So she gave me like spending money for Japan. Okay, like I didn't solicit that. I didn't ask for that. I was just really blown away. But anyway, so I want to tell you, I've done something different in my, I just want a pen here. I've done something different in my chanting. This is Rennie's morning, okay? This is an average morning for Ren. I can get to work anytime between like 10 and 1 kind of thing, different days, different jobs, whatever. So this is Ren's morning. Wake up, always a good start, okay? Make coffee, drink coffee. I sometimes crawl back in bed when it's really cold and drink my coffee in bed. Watch a little Morning Joe, come on, we love our Morning Joe. Finish some dinner dishes, read some emails, answer some emails, take a shower, eat breakfast, chant, prepare lunch for work, prep dinner, fold laundry, throw in a load of laundry, make a call, clean something or other, and then I'm out the door for work. And I realized there's something wrong with this, okay? My chanting was now just part of my task in the morning. And I was like, well, if I read that email too long, it takes less time to chant. Oh my God, I didn't chant, now I gotta go to work. So for the past month, I wake up, I put on my sweats, boom, chanting I have put at the top of my day. And believe it or not, with all the benefits I've seen, just this month has been pretty freaking amazing. And I just think chanting with intention and faith can really move a lot of karma and change a lot for the good of your life. Remember, it's your Buddha nature in here, and it's just dying to get out. So I think, I have a couple of things, So I had a friend once who said, well, what's the difference between like I find that chanting is my form of meditation. I know people who have just sat quietly and tried to meditate and wipe the things out of your mind. Our chanting is my form of meditation, and Argo Hansen is like, you bring it. What's going on with you? You bring it. I'm not going to be like chanting for, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, I want a Cadillac Coupe de Ville, Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. I'm not chanting for things per se, but if I have a problem, if I want to hold one of my children in my mind while I chant because they're going on a job interview or whatever, this chanting has a real ripple effect. My husband doesn't chant, but he certainly likes it when I do. So, in all aspects, I don't just mean it that way. But, so I don't chant for things, but Argo Hansen I have a dialogue with that scroll in my house twice a day. And there are sometimes I'll be chanting and I'll be like, why am I crying? I'm crying about something. I'll cry, it'll go, and quickly as it came, and I'll be like, well, I'm glad I didn't carry that around with me all day. I have no idea what that was about. But whatever it was needed to come out. So I find that this is a good guidepost for me, and I can bring my problems to my Gohansen through my chanting. And you'll be walking through the day and just go, oh, that's it, that's the answer. It might not come sitting right there, but it will come to you and be very, very helpful in your life. So I think I hit everything. So now I'm finished talking, and now I'm opening it up to all you guys. Remember, the topic has changed. We're very loosey-goosey here in our topics kind of thing, because they can go all over the place. Just keep it short, and if you don't keep it short, I'm gonna give you a little. I'll give you a little like I'll do this if you need to wrap it up. But anyway, so I just wanted to keep that moving. So Terry, do you want to?